Mahindra has launched the new NuvoSport. Now this is a car which has a lot of question marks around it, and the biggest one being that this is a third sub-4 meter from Mahindra. So where does it exactly fit in? It looks inspired from the Quanto, but they say it's an all-new car. So let's go and find out the answers to all these questions. Quanto was made on the Ingenio platform like the Xylo. However, the NuvoSport has a new chassis. It's made on the third generation platform like the new Scorpio and the TUV300. So it's a little lighter, a lot more firmer, so expect a better ride. To the looks of the NuvoSport, it's definitely styled much more different and much more aggressive than the Quanto. There are a lot more creases, it's a lot more angular. There's slight plastic cladding added to the side of the car, and the back remains more or less unchanged. Let's have a quick look to the interiors. This is a familiar looking cabin. Nothing much seems to have changed from the Quanto days. It comes as a dual colored dashboard now and gets a new steering wheel. The steering mounted controls let you control the audio unit and the cruise control. Coming to the audio system itself, it's a 6.2-inch touchscreen from Kenwood, the same system that we see on the SsangYong Rexton. The biggest change in the cabin, however, is this AMT knob. The N6 and the N8 variant now come with an AMT transmission, a 5-speed AMT, which Mahindra says is not the same as the one seen on the TUV300. Visibility wise, everything remains the same since it's the same cabin, and the quality of plastics is not what we've seen on the TUV300 or the KUV100. The rear seat is a pleasant sight. It's big, it's spacious, it gets a flat floor, and it reclines all the way till this position. It still lacks thigh support. There's no side support, but it gets ample headroom. You get 2 flap pockets behind the seat, 1 bottle holder, and these inaccessible door pockets. Now the Quanto was the first sub-4 meter SUV to offer 7 seats, just like the TUV does now. The NuvoSport follows the same fashion. Let's have a look at the rear seat. But how much space does it have for a 6-footer? Well, I have Venkat and Saga with me giving us a demonstration. How comfortable is it in there?
We could probably sustain this for about 35-40 minutes at best.
35-40 minutes at best, and which is not given the heat because you don't have windows. These butterfly windows will hardly give you a space to breathe.
If you have 2 people here, then for 20-25 minutes at maximum.
So the NuvoSport, it comes in 3 different variants, N4, N6 and N8. N4 being the bare bones variant. However, you do get a N4 Plus that gets all the safety features from the top end variant minus other bells and whistles. And then the N6 and N8, which offer an AMT transmission optional. The AMT itself is called Auto Shift technology from Mahindra. Mahindra says it's not the same 5-speed as seen on the TUV300. The engine here, it's a reworked Quanto engine. It's still the same size, so it's a 1500cc diesel engine, 3-cylinder. The earlier engine was doing 98.6 bhp, this does 100 bhp, but Mahindra says it's a lighter engine. The claimed fuel economy on the engine is 17.45, which you ask me is impressive. I gotta confess, I was never a fan of the way the Quanto looked. But with the updated looks and the new name, the NuvoSport now looks a lot better. It looks a lot more beefier, a lot more muscular, a lot more angular. The alloys have now gone up from 15 to 16 inches, giving it a taller stance, and that goes into the favor of the car. If you ask me, it looks far better in flesh than it looks on camera, pretty much how the TUV did. Well, it gets a lot more features than the TUV does. It's 15 bhp more on power, much more aggressively styled, and 20,000 rupees more at the start point. Mahindra says this is aimed at the urban market, will exist alongside the TUV300 and will not eat into the sales. Type in below your comments, let us know what you feel about the new NuvoSport. Until next time, goodbye, take care. Gentlemen, please smile. Cool.